OC Sports, presented on Oceanic Time Warner Cable, is sponsored by Bank of Hawaii and Kaiser Permanente.
Welcome back, everybody. If you just joined us, the first match very competitive. Hawaii was able to hold off San Jose State 25-21, but in the second set, Hawaii just reduced them to single digits, winning 25-8. Let's take a look now at the match statistics.
Hawaii completely dominating that game, number 2, but here we take a quick look, and immediately in the bright yellow there you see Hawaii hitting at 370 and San Jose State at 041. Hawaii doing an awesome job in game 2. First game they struggled a little bit, but there you see their digs at 34, playing some awesome defense as well. You know, and the 3-3 on the service errors, that's aces versus errors. You got 3 aces and 3 errors, so it washes itself out. But here in game 3, I really think they were going to look for some lineup changes on the opposite side of the net for the Spartans.
So we'll see what happens in set number 3. Happy you're with us wherever you may be throughout the magnificent Hawaiian Islands. Hope this telecast finds you well. Oyato will serve to start the third set. In the front row, Satele has come into the game along with Adolfo, Chantil Satele, number 14, Adolfo and Danielson. Serving as Oyato. Step out Akana. And Akana just kind of rolls it into the net, and it's 1-0 Hawaii.
That back set by Caitlin Andrade drifts a little bit past the hitter's right shoulder, really struggling with that set to the pin tonight.
Oyato serving again. Leaf brought back by Satele, but the block goes out, and that's a point for San Jose State.
Savannah Leaf just brings some really good energy to her team. She's very, very athletic, and that was her 7th kill on the evening.
Oyato, step out, Adolfo. Good struggle. Getting the ball back is Miller. Danielson pounds it off the block. Pounded that one off of Akana and Leaf. So Hawaii leads 2-1 in the third set. Danielson serving. Andrade. Ball is hit over by Leaf. Leaf hits it in. That's a point.
And Savannah Leaf again doing a nice job using the block, hitting high off of the hands, doing what we call tooling the block.
Leaf serves into the net, not the top of the net, the bottom of the net.
And actually, she has 26 service errors on the season. Earlier in the evening, Crespo was subbing her out for serving.
Elizabeth Blake has come into the game, and she will serve for Hawaii. Leaf, Andrade, hit over by Bloom. That's it. So Bloom, a different look in that front row for San Jose State.
Hannah Bloom not hammering the ball, but just taking a little off and finding a hold. There on the replay, you saw a little seam in the block. That's where she went through.
Oyato. And there is Satele. Satele loves that cross-court shot. And she just showed you why. Hawaii leading 4-3. Oyato goes out. Coming in for Hawaii is Stauber. Monica Stauber comes in. Stauber from Newport Beach, California.
As well as Kayla Goodman into the front court.
Goodman in that front row, along with Hewitt and Croson. Ball comes over. Blake. But Blake kind of shanks it toward the antenna. And Goodman couldn't do anything with it. And we are tied at 4 in the third set. Serving is Miller. Service error. So Hawaii leads 5-4 in the third. Stauber playing in her 32nd set. She has 24 assists coming in. Croson. That's just out. Just out.
I have to say, from this angle, that looked perfectly good. And Dave Soji up immediately off of the bench saying, oh, you know, just amazing.
Crowd looking at the replay.
You don't see that very often in women's volleyball, where the serve actually pegs somebody in the front court, but Savannah Leaf just getting hit in the back of her head by Hannah Bloom off of a jump serve.
6-5. Hawaii serving is Hewitt, and she serves it way out. So we are tied at 6 in the third set. Moraldi serving. Back up by Croson. Stauber sets up Goodman. Goodman goes cross court. That's in. Well, that's a point for Hawaii. They lead 7-6. Satelli comes back in. Uiato will come back in.
Here's that serve I was just talking about. There you see Leaf getting pegged in the back of her head by her teammate Hannah Bloom.
Come on, Shan, block
That's
the ball
not
here.
good.
Not good.
7 serving 6. Uiato gets it in. Dug up by Bloom. They go outside to Leaf. That ball goes off Croson. Leaf with a line drive shot.
Leaf, a true freshman, an immediate impact player here for the San Jose State Spartans.
Serving is Andrade off the cable. Croson with a diving dig. Here's Satelli.
Kaboom by Satelli on the left. You gotta love it, man. Sometimes you sit for a little while, you get a little hungrier, and she's showing it right now. She really hammers that ball down.
Danielson serving 8, serving 7. Leaf collision. Ball comes over. Uiato with the save. Croson, that's off the block. But there is Adolfo. Blake. Danielson gets it across. Pieper. Ball put over and down. Nice court vision that time by Leaf.
Krista.
Leaf doing a nice job just seeing the court, like you said, Jim, and tipping that ball deep over. She saw the release by Kanani Danielson and tipped that ball deep.
Pieper will come in to serve. Pieper was the libero in the first 2 sets. Ball is hit over by Croson. Getting the ball across is Pieper. There's Danielson. Uiato sets up Satelli. Not a good set that time. That'll be returned. Ball is hit over by Bloom, saved by Danielson. Uiato goes to Croson. She hits it out. Boy, that was set up perfectly for Croson, because San Jose State just had trouble getting the block to a position where they could challenge her. 9 serving 8 in favor of San Jose State. There's Satelli. Good one-handed dig by Pieper in the back row. That ball is blocked back by Satelli. Ball comes over by Andrade. There's Blake. Uiato. Satelli. And Satelli able to twist that ball off the double block.
Teal Satelli hitting from the right front there for her 3rd kill. That's a quick 3 kills in game number 3 here by Satelli.
So we are tied at 9. Serving will be Blake. Back up by Leaf. Andrade. That ball hit over by Miller. Uiato is there. Hit over again. There's Blake. Waiting for it is Croson. Straight up in the air. Behind the 3-meter line is Danielson. That's saved by Pieper. Ball comes over. One-handed attempt by Croson.
Bloom just taking a little something with a roll shot on that ball. She did not get a good approach to the ball, but just rolls over the block. Croson just cannot get to that ball.
Akana will serve. 10 serving 9. Back up by Danielson. Uiato. That ball hit over by Hewitt. Bloom blocked back by Hewitt. Bloom hits it off Danielson in the back row. So the Hawaii block not as effective as we have seen it. And San Jose State leads 11-9. Could be their biggest lead here in the entire match. Serving is Akana. Croson, Uiato, Hewitt. Ball blocked back. And 4 hits. Ball did not go over the net. So Hawaii having trouble holding it together here. They trail by 3 in the 3rd set.
San Jose State really going after Jane Croson, making her pass.
Back up by Danielson. Uiato. There is Satelli. Satelli pounds it off the block of Bloom. And also Moraldi. So Goodman comes into the front row. Stauber will go back, and she will serve for Hawaii. 10 serving 12. The ball poked in the air by Miller. Hit over by Leaf, blocked back by Croson and Hewitt. Croson on the overpass.
What you gotta like about that overpass is that Hewitt and Croson were both right there, and there was a little bit of communication between the two of them. And Hewitt must have said, "You take it," and Croson did.
A little debate. Serving Stauber. Ball hit over by Bloom. There's Stauber. Croson hits it off the block. Block went into the antenna. We're tied at 12. Hawaii had trailed by 3. Now they have made up the stagger.
And there you see Jane Croson's numbers on the evening. 12 kills so far out in front with only 2 hitting errors, hitting at 400.
Monica Stauber serving. Ball is chased down by Andrade. Raldi gets it across. Danielson, Stauber. Ball hit over by Hewitt. Saved by Andrade. There is Croson. Down the middle comes Danielson. Danielson knocks over Andrade, but she makes the play. There's Blake. Stauber. Ball is hit and blocked back by Moraldi. Single block off of Hewitt.
And where credit really is taken on that is the defensive dig by Caitlin Andrade. Great dig. And then a nice block by Moraldi in the front on Brittany Hewitt.
Serving is Casino just into the game. Croson, little push. Andrade is there. Ball is hit over again by Casino. Goodman.
Goodman doing a nice job getting to that ball. She had a one-on-one. She beat the block. Caitlin Andrade didn't even go up on that play. Actually, nobody.
11 ties here in this third set. Serving is Croson. Gets it in, dug up by Leaf. Andrade. Short set. Moraldi puts it over by one hand, saved by Danielson. There's Stauber, hit over by Goodman. Leaf is there. Andrade. Moraldi. And a good block by Danielson and Hewitt.
Hawaii doing a nice job getting out there. Danielson, that was her basically solo on that block, turning the ball back into the court.
Serving is Croson. Ball dug up. And then blocked by Hewitt.
And Brittany Hewitt doing a fabulous job getting to the outside and penetrating low and tight to the net.
Let's take a look at the Mid-Pac Petroleum leaderboard. This is points. Points are kills plus aces plus blocks. Kanani Danielson leads. Then Meredith Hayes of New Mexico State. They come up on next Wednesday at Las Cruces. Allison Walker of Idaho, Marissa Brand of Fresno State, and on and on. Serving is Croson. That could have been a miss hit, no call. Ball hit over by Bloom, dug up by Blake, overpass, and then put down double-handed that time by O'Reilly. Mary Alice O'Reilly from San Bruno, California, just into the game into the front row for San Jose State. 15-14 Hawaii, third set. Serving is Bloom, dug up by Blake. Stauber goes to Danielson. Danielson able to just tease the block, but that was enough. 16-14, Hawaii leading by 2.
And Kanani Danielson going against Caitlin Andrade. They played together at Kamehameha Schools for 3 years.
That ball hit over by O'Reilly. O'Reilly playing patty cake at the net and doing it well.
O'Reilly, a 6'1" freshman, new into this game, number 3.
O'Reilly serves. Croson, Stauber, Goodman. Goodman again. Goodman handling that double block. Leaf was there along with Akana. Oyato comes in. And also Satele for Stauber and Goodman. In my front row now, Danielson, Adolfo, And also Sattelli. Serving is Uiato. Gets it in, dug up by Turner. Outside it goes to Leaf, and it's blocked down by Adolfo and Sattelli.
Adolfo getting out there quick, low and tight again to the net, penetrating, and really gets, I think, all of that ball. Oh no, Chantil Sattelli in on that as well.
18 serving 15. Ball is pushed over that time by Akana. Uiato goes to Danielson, down the line, but out.
Danielson trying to hit over the smaller block of Caitlin Andrade, but just a little too, trying to force that ball a little too much.
Japhet comes back into the front row now for San Jose State. Serving is Andrade. Uiato outside to Sattelli.
Chantil Sattelli doing a really nice job. That's her 5th kill in 7 attempts. She's hitting at 714 right now.
Danielson to serve. 19 serving 16. Ball is in the air by Amion, who's come back into the game for San Jose State. She hits it right into Adolfo, and Adolfo blocks it out. So that's a point for San Jose State. And serving for the Spartans is going to be Pieper.
Kylie Pieper there. You see Brianna Amion doing a nice job tooling the block on that last play.
Uiato. Danielson behind the 3-meter line. That ball returned right into the wheelhouse of Croson. Croson with a rocket return. 20-17. Hawaii leading by 3. Blake will serve here in the 3rd set. Hawaii leads 2 sets to none. 25-21 and then 25-8. Serving is Blake. Back set. Ball hit over by Amion. Right there is Uiato. Then Croson. Danielson. Leaf is there. Andrade. Ball hit over by Amion again. Uiato to Blake. Waiting. Sattelli hits it. Leaf. Ball pushed into the air. Hewitt. Hewitt able to take that miss hit by Akana, turn it into a point, and it's 21-17. Hawaii leads by 4, closing in on the match. The Jack Fact. Coming up here, the Jack Fact. It all starts with the serve. Hawaii is a perfect 13-0, and they have more service aces than their opponent. The Bows are 1-0 when tied in service aces. And Hawaii was out-aced in their only loss, and that was to UCLA.
Yeah, but I might add that tonight San Jose is 1 up. They've got 4 service aces versus the Wahine at 3.
Maeda serving. Chase down. Amion. Ball comes over. Hawaii, little uncertain. They go to Croson, and she hits it long. So that is a point for San Jose State here in the 3rd set. O'Reilly back into the front row for San Jose State, along with Bloom and along with Amion. Serving is Akana. Maeda, Uiato, Hewitt. That ball dug up by Andrade. Ball hit over by Amion, Hewitt, Uiato, Croson right along the net, and let's say down.
And you know, that's when you know that this young lady has played a lot of beach volleyball, because she did not get a good approach. She had 2 blockers up on her, and she just maneuvers that ball inside of their hands with what we call a little cutty, a cut shot.
Croson with 14 kills, serving is Sattelli. Andrade, Amion, that's blocked back. And unable to respond. But San Jose State, it's now 23-18 Hawaii. Coming into the game for Hawaii is Christiana Tuininga. Tuininga, number 3 in the front row, along with Uiato and Croson. And San Jose State calls a timeout. Hawaii 2 points away from capturing that match. This is the start of a particular space in the schedule that is very demanding.
That's right. The Wahine will be heading out and playing New Mexico State at New Mexico State. We talked about that earlier. Coach Michael Jordan, that is really, they're the only other team in the WAC with a 4-0 record. And playing at New Mexico in Las Cruces is very difficult. Then they head over to Louisiana. Louisiana always struggling, really struggling, but a long road trip. And they come back and they play Notre Dame in back-to-back games here on a Monday and a Tuesday evening, and then on to finish the WAC season.
All the information you need about UH athletics is right at your fingertips. Go to hawaiiathletics.com for UH news, tickets, videos, and a host of other items. Also visit our Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube sites to follow your favorite teams and get current fan promotions. This match went exactly the way Dave Shoji thought it would. It would be against an opponent that would not make us any better, but not make us any worse. And that's just about the way it's gone. San Jose State has been very competitive. They came to play.
They did. Game 2, not so much, but game 1 and 3, absolutely. I have to agree with you, Jim. And I like what Coach Soji and staff are doing, because they're getting players time that need time, because down the road, they're going to need that bench. That bench is critical to the success of this team.
So Hawaii completing this homestand. And they go out against New Mexico State, and they go further east to Louisiana Tech. Those are the final sites in the Western Athletic Conference. They won't play there anymore. They may see them in Las Vegas in the postseason, but not at their home courts. Satele serves. Chasing the ball down is Turner. Getting the ball over is Bloom. Satele, Oyato, Croson, yes. And it's match point. And this crowd will stand. Hawaii going for their 15th victory. They would be 15-1. They would be 5-0 in the Western Athletic Conference. They would have 33 straight sets in a row over San Jose State. However, Satele puts it into the net. Not here, not yet. Hawaii has been able to win 40 straight matches against San Jose State. Serving for San Jose State is Asia Casino. Gets it over. Croson, Uiato. Ball is hit over by Tuininga. So Tuininga battling back from that injury, that leg injury. Apropos to get the final point of this match. And Hawaii does move out 15-1 on the season. And they are 5-0 in the Western Athletic Conference. They are now 65-4 over San Jose State University. And Hawaii does it again before a very comfortable home crowd tonight. So for Dave Shoji, who now must face the only other undefeated team in the Western Athletic Conference, this is a good boost into that road trip. Kind of a launching pad into that road trip. Waiting for the coach now is Howard Deshevsky. And here's the coach, and here's Howard.
Jim, thank you very much. Here with head coach Dave Shoji. A little bit of a struggle in that first set, but then obviously you turned it on. Overall, pleased with tonight's performance as you get ready to head out on that road trip?
Well, I mean, we just didn't play very inspired tonight. Not a lot of incentive. I mean, we know this team's struggling, and it's just kind of hard to get up and be real emotional, but you know, I guess we played good enough to win, and you know, Blake's learning. Calais Adolfo needs a lot of reps out there, so you know, they got some good time in there.
It's nice to have the luxury of this soft period in the schedule with the WAC, and it's nice to be able to experiment, but at some point you obviously want to gel and you want to find that kind of a pattern. We talked about the fact that maybe your great dilemma is that you have perhaps 2 A teams to go to if you need be.
Well, we have lineups to go to. You know, unfortunately, we've had 3 kind of soft matches in a row. We'll have a really tough match on Wednesday when we play New Mexico State there. But we really got to be inspired in practice. We haven't practiced that well, and you know, we really need to push ourselves in practice because, you know, the games aren't all that competitive right now. So we really got to go harder in practice, and I've told the team that too.
Well, you have an undefeated team on this road trip, so that should be a little bit of inspiration, I would assume.
Well, we always have a tough match at New Mexico State. They're very well coached. They've got some talent. They got a great outside hitter this year, a freshman, and it'll be on national TV, and you know, it'll be fun for us to be in that environment. They have a really great environment there, a lot of fans, so we'll be challenged for sure.
We'll enjoy that in your final trip to Ruston. Coach Dave Shoji, congratulations.
Thank you.
The Wahine now a perfect 5-0 in conference, as you mentioned, Jim, 15-1 overall.
Thanks, Howard. This match, of course, tonight, the last in the Stan Sheriff Center until they come back to play Notre Dame. And they will play Notre Dame on a Monday and a Tuesday. So next week, that long, arduous road trip. It depends how they play, how arduous it becomes. But it's probably a moment of truth for the Wahine and also for New Mexico State.
Absolutely. I think that Dave Shoji put it really well tonight, though, in saying in preparation for New Mexico State is that his team has not practiced as well as he'd like them to. So, you know, you have to remember that good, better, best, never rest. Until good, better, better, you can do better. And that's from Mother Goose.
Oh, let me write that one down. When we come back, we'll wrap things up from the Stan Sheriff Center. Hawaii wins again. At the Stan Sheriff Center, Bank of Hawaii presents the players of the match for Hawaii. Jane Croson, she had 15 kills, she hit 400. And yet, when you look at her performance tonight, it was not silky. She had some troubles. And she was actually yanked from the match early on, but she came back to record 15 kills. That's Hawaii's player of the match. And Savannah Leaf, she was steady all the way through. She had a total of 10 kills, hit 161, and she also had 7 digs. So Hawaii wins it here again. When we come back, we'll have reaction, post-game reaction right here on OC Sports.